The earnings call is this week, and we know that Tesla began purchasing cathode coils from two second-tier Chinese supplier. James hopes it's just an interim step before they figure out how to mass-produce dry-coated cathodes. 4680 batteries are very important. 4680s are required to ramp Cybertruck production and required to increase our array qualifying Model Y production from Austin. 4680s are essential to reducing auto cost of goods sold due to the IRA battery tax credit of $45 per kilowatt hour, which is important. 4680 ramp and progress is the single most important subject to be addressed on this week's call, says James. I certainly do not disagree, but like he pointed out, volume projections for 2024 might be more important to Wall Street on the call, because a substantially large projection for this year would also imply the 4680 batteries are probably going to be fine. So volume guidance, I think, is more important. Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas has cut his Tesla stock price target down from $380 to $345. Our thesis on Tesla is that it is both an auto stock plus an energy AI robotics company. Looking ahead, are we approaching maximum market negativity on EVs? We believe the trough may happen towards the latter part of 2024. Now, Gary Black points out a weird thing with Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas price target, which is the second highest on the street among 50 analysts who cover Tesla stock, because his earnings estimates for 2024 are the lowest on the street right now. The average is $3.82, but his is below $2. So Adam is really pessimistic here, because to get to $2, Gary would have to cut 2024 forecast for deliveries to 1.8 million vehicles, so no change year over year, and auto gross margins would stand at just 10%. The Morgan Stanley sales team will have a hard time with this call. How does your Tesla stock analyst have the lowest 2024 earnings estimate, but the second highest price target on the street? Probably why the stock isn't down. Last point, Tesla internal relations assured me this morning that we do not speak with analysts during the quiet period between now and the earnings. So any insight Jonas has on Tesla's 2024 outlook, he got on his own. What's interesting about Adam Jonas is that he's projecting Tesla doing really well in the future because of Dojo. So that's looking forward. But the auto business, he's not really looking forward, says Gary. He's basically just putting an auto multiple on the EV business rather than reflecting on 30% volume growth. We have heard about Tesla entering Chile earlier, and now it is official. Tesla is officially launching in Chile on January 31st with the opening of their first store in the country. So that will help Tesla slightly, just by a little bit, with deliveries. It's not going to be a lot of deliveries, but it will help a little bit. Tesla Korea going forward will import all of its vehicles from Giga Shanghai. Previously, it was mostly just Fremont in California that supplied South Korea. That started changing last year, but now it will completely change. And logistically, of course, this makes so much sense because the US is so far away from South Korea and China is so close to South Korea. So either margins will go up or prices can come down. This is the Washington, D.C. Auto Show, and the Cybertruck is the only vehicle here with so many people around it. There's also a 25-second limit to sit inside the vehicle. You can see people are lining up to go inside. And yeah, this is pretty good. People are incredibly interested in the Cybertruck. This is Tesla's total market share of total sales, including ICE vehicles. You can see that there are a few countries where Tesla's market share basically doubled in one single year. That's crazy. Denmark is just, what? It's now at 12.9%, and in 2022 it was under 2%, maybe? That's a crazy change. The US is at 4.2%. China, interestingly, is at 2.3%, which is higher than Germany. And remember that Tesla has a factory in Germany. And eventually Tesla will end up in most countries like it is already in Denmark and Norway, close to 20% market share.